So I know it's been a really long time since we had this conversation, but I'm back at it. I'm back at the bees again, and I have so many videos that I have recorded. But I think I'm not even going to worry about those videos right now. They're on backstock. What I'm going to do is go ahead and post this one in the next week, probably in the next few days. If I can just get this recorded, edited, and posted, then we'll be good to go. It's been a very long time. It's been a lot of stuff going on. I've been having a lot of dizzy spells and a lot of low blood pressure stuff, so I haven't really been in the bees a whole lot. And when I have been in the bees, I have been so overly exhausted and just not feeling good, so I haven't done anything, really. Last time I checked the bees was probably about 3 weeks ago. I fed them, and I went from 20 to 15 hives. I had a lot of abscons. Bought new queens, 3 of 5 left. They absconded as well. What else? 3 of 5 absconded, and I'm down to 8 hives. Let's just put it that way. I'm down to 8. So I didn't expect to lose so many, but with me not being able to get into the hives and actually do the things that I need to do with them, I kind of expected it, to be honest. So I'm going to get into the hives. Last time I checked was about 3 weeks ago, and every single one of those 8 hives had zero brood, 0 larvae, 0 eggs. But I did see the queen in a few of them. So while the queens were in there, they're not laying. Probably a lot to do with the fact that they needed food bad. But I had 3 good double deeps that had a lot of capped honey in it, and they still aren't laying. So it really didn't make no sense. We were going through a drought. We went from an extreme monsoon season, completely wet, to completely dry. So it's been really hard. The goldenrod didn't push hard this year. My hives don't even really smell like goldenrod, so that's a big difference. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and just light up it. And this is how I use my smoker. Got a flame, which is good. I like a little bit of a flame. Need to get a little bit more pine straw in here to kind of smother it out a little. All right. We're in leaf season, so I'll stuff this down. Okay. And I like to use burdock, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is burdock, yellow dock, I guess is what it's called, yellow dock. And I put this in my smoker too as a green fuel. It helps make it smoke more and cooler. And not only does it make it smoke cooler, it has natural, small amounts, but natural oxalic acid in it. So I am treatment free as far as using man-made substances, but every once in a while, when the dock is out, I'll shove the dock in my smoker, and it will burn, and kind of, in a sense, sort of, just knock down a little bit of the mite levels. It doesn't do much, it really doesn't, but it does make me feel better that it's natural completely. So I'm not necessarily a non-treater, I'm more of a natural treater. And there are a lot of natural man-made products out there that people use. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Apogard is thymol. Thymol comes from the thyme plant. Also comes from some other plants as well, but thyme is the biggest one. You know, but it's man-made. So there is a chemical process to using and creating these treatments for bees. And it's the actual chemical process that I'm opposed to. I'm not opposed to treating the bees. I'm opposed to how they create it in the first place. Now, I got my smoke nice and thick. I mean, it's hugely thick. It's starting to turn in color, which is exactly what I'm wanting. That greenish brown color means what I've got going on in here is burning well enough that I can go down there and start working. And the green up here is cooling the smoke so it's not too hot for the bees. So we're going to go in. We are going to check and see if there's any brood, because there was none 3 weeks ago. And I'm really hoping to see some eggs. I'm really, really hoping to see some eggs. Now remember, my smoker kind of broke on me. And I still ain't figured out how to clean the creosote out from where I used the pine needles. I don't know how to. I've tried using the heat and a steel brush, and I'll be honest, it didn't really work for me. I tried to use hot water and Dawn dish soap. I mean, the only thing I can think of left to do is what they tell you to do in a fireplace, and that's pretty much using like that it's a aluminum basically. But I don't necessarily know if I want to use aluminum in my can, because essentially that's going to end up in my beehives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the weakest one first. Well, technically the weakest one is the yellow one. I forgot what number that was. And my lid came off, so gotta make sure this doesn't fall downhill, and it probably will because it's not a good stand. My other one died on me. I ain't got a way to pinch that shut. So, but I don't want to break this thing. I'm just going to start with the orange one. Technically, it's the third weakest hive. Technically. So, I don't know if I want to start this. Alright, make sure everything's all buckled up. Alrighty. So what we're doing is we're going into this hive. This hive is, oh, well, it was glued down. That's a plus. Alright, where's the hole? So, alright. Alright. It's a little hard to get this to stay still when, yeah. Okay, so I think I was technically on yellow with this one. It was pretty light. It was buckled down to the thing here, which is funny. Yeah, I mean, I can lift it with 2 fingers, which means it's relatively weak. And dagnabbit, I don't even have, hold on, don't have my hive tool. I don't even have one down. Yes, I do. I don't know. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I'm lucky I actually have one down here. Who knew? Okay, so they're a little slow moving. I'm really hoping they're nice. Please say I have a pen. I do. I will write on the lid. From my findings. Let's try to break it in a little. We don't have any freezes happening anytime soon, so I'm not too worried about busting in November. It's been very hot, and I say hot. Our lows at night have been, there's a little moldiness in color. It's really hard to see, but there might be 3 frames of bees in here. That, in my opinion, is not good. I am going to take the beetle traps out. They look a little dry. Didn't see any beetles. It's always a plus. All right. So, what was I saying here? Oops. I don't see anything. Nope. There's nothing on this frame. All right. We're going to go straight to the middle. All right. Alrighty. This was one that I actually put a new queen in, and I honestly wasn't sure if she took, because they just did not ever build up. And this is all nectar. I do see 1 beetle, 2 beetles, 3 beetles, 4. All right. The shadows are getting me. I can't really see. No queen. All right. There's no eggs. You can see the nectar in here. More than likely is from me feeding them the sugar water. This one has a little weight to it. I'm really hoping it's because there's brood. And it isn't. It's full of nectar. More than likely sugar water. All nectar on that side. All nectar on this side. I mean, they have a good calm demeanor, but the problem is, this is probably a hive that won't make it. Because this is somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks of no brood. So I have a feeling that the queen took off in this one too. Because I'm just not seeing anything. It's all nectar. Every bit of it. So what I can do is I could put this hive with another weaker hive. Combine the two. So let me put them in here. I have a comb. So yeah, I'm reducing even more. So let's see what we got. Alright, so again, I saw no queen. It's all nectar. It's all nectar. I will go through them all just to see. But at this point, I'm just not seeing anything other than where they're filling it with nectar from the sugar water that I fed them. No eggs, no larva, no brood. This is just a hive that will slowly pass on. Unfortunately, it happens that way. No matter what I did, tried to do, gave them a queen, and obviously it just wasn't good enough. There's a little nectar in here. I'm not sure if I should give it to them or not, but I guess I will, because they have 3 frames of nectar, mostly. So let's see what's going on over here. Nothing. And nothing. Yeah, they ain't got nothing going on. I'll have to put these in something so that they don't end up going bad. I was really hoping that I saw some eggs, but no eggs in this one. So what I'll have to do, and this frame's no good. It's been robbed out. It's been robbed out. It's all chewed up. All right. Let's see. Got a whole thickness of bees in the exit. There's nothing here. So what I can do right this minute, while I'm working on these bees, is putting that nuke in its place right this minute, and letting the bees find their home in that nuke, just so that they have a place to actually come back to right this minute while I'm working on it. I was hoping that they'd have something, but they don't. So let's move this. Hole is right here. So we're just going to move this over. All right, I'm going to take this off. Okay, leave it right there. I'm going to move this. All right, watch out, bees. Watch out. Watch out, girlies. All right. All right. Okay. So I'll put the lid on it. Give them a few minutes while I'm inspecting another hive. So I'll give them a few minutes while I'm inspecting another hive. So on we go. First sad news of the day, I go from 8 to 7. Now my second weakest hive, not really sure if this hive is very weak or not. I know my first weakest hive I don't even have yet, so I ain't got to. Alright, let's get into it. They took down every bit of that sugar water I gave them. This one too. They're empty. Which is great news. Great news. Alright, I'm gonna blast a little in the hole there. Get my stuff. Really hoping for good news here. Let's see. This one's, it's iffy. It's not overly light. Okay. But it does have ant infestation and hive beetle infestation. There are ants everywhere in it. So they may be too weak as well because they are all in the hive. That other one may do better. Whoop. That other one may do better as a nuke. And I don't really overwinter nukes. I've never done it. Never had to. Alright. Just hope I don't end up in an ant nest because I can't see down here very well. Alright. So you can definitely tell they've been robbed out at some point. They're pretty empty. There's nothing going on here. These need a good cleaning. Alright, let's see. There may be 2 frames of bees. Maybe. Let's see. They are blacker bees. Still nothing there though. It's full of ants. It's full of ants. Alright, they collected nectar. Not seeing any eggs here. So it's technically like 2 frames of bees. Oh wait, this one got some weight to it. Please, let there be a queen. It's very dark. It's nectar, what I can see. There's nothing going on in here. Just some nectar. Oh, but I do see the queen. Where is she at? Right there. She is a black queen. Very dark. But I'm not seeing her lay. Which is really sad. But since I don't have another queen, there's some really old bees in here. What I'm going to do is I am going to put the other one together with her. Since I do see a queen here. So I'm going to put her up against this frame gently. Because what they're doing is, honestly, they're probably eating their young. I mean, let me just be honest here. They're hungry. And I haven't been very helpful with feeding them until now. And they don't have any pollen, considering, you know, goldenrod season. There's no pollen. So I'm going to put them there. And I'm going to increase their population by using the nuke. Yeah, that was robbed out. Alright, there's nothing here till they were robbed. So I'm going to take this out, put it right there. I'm going to go get that nuke so they can have a population increase. Is there a queen up here or something that I need to worry about? No? Y'all just balled up together because what, you're cold? There's nothing there. No? Alright, let's see what y'all do. A little bit don't seem to mind. No? Alright. So they're not fighting. So I'm gonna put these on this side of the hive. And maybe just kind of keep them separated. There's nothing here, I'll feed them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more. So like I said, what I'll do is I'll keep them separated. I'm gonna keep them drawn down. I'm gonna push them down with a lot of smoke. Hopefully it'll help mask the pheromone so that they don't overly get so upset that there's more bees in their hive. I mean, I tried the newspaper method. I think the bees fought anyway. You know, I went from probably 1.5 to at least 4, maybe 5 frames of bees. I probably could have put them all in a nuke, to be honest, but I'm gonna give them this. I will feed them, but what I have to do first is get the food jarred up because I don't have any right this minute. And where's my rock? Alright, so now that's done. Now we're gonna go into the bigger hive. The only problem is I've got a whole bunch left in the doggone box that I forgot to put in there. So that's not helping, is it? Sorry, bees. It's a bunch of y'all, though. Alright, where's my smoke? I really hope y'all decide to stay and not go home, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry.